All Things Motoring is owned and brought to you by SA's most trusted online vehicle platform, ChangeCars. Our name says it all. Whether you're looking to sell, need advice, need finance, or need insurance, ChangeCars has you covered. In this week's episode of All Things Motoring, Mike returns with part 2 of F1 Powerboat action from the Rhinefield Dam in Benoni. But first, Ernest is back with another retro review. This is a show filled with wakes, wheels, and a whole lot of nostalgia.
Another rainy day in paradise, and the rain isn't letting up, even though today is the Traction and Killarney track day here at Killarney Raceway. Now, where am I on this comfortable couch? I'm at what's called Garage 38, where the Traction home base is located. And Traction Driving Experience is a company that I do some work for, and we have what's called the M3 V8 or Drift MWP. Now, this car is used for passenger rides, and I managed to get access to it for today for our retro review. But before we go drive the car, let's talk about BMW M, and specifically the M3 V8. When it comes to M3s, the E46 M3, it's many people's favorite, including mine. Well, almost my favorite. It's the most balanced of the lot, and there was a big jump in power from the E36 to this one. And then, of course, there's the E30, which we never got. But when it comes to the complete package, this could be the one you want. So, Traction is now running the track days here at Killarney Raceway, but I'm not just here to talk about track days, I'm here to talk about M3s. And you saying the E46 M3 is better than the V8 M3. Come on, man.
Yeah, for me, M3 needs to be a two-door car, not a four-door car. Having said that, I've driven the E90 a couple of days and I have fallen in love with it. Yeah. However, I will still come back to the E46 M3.
I get the two-door thing, but I've always liked the shape of a sedan, and the M3 sedan, I mean, look at that thing, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, no, it is. Like I said, it's a nice car to drive. It's got the nice grunt that you want, the V8 sound when you're on track. Yeah, it's a very nice car. It is an exceptionally nice car.
So why then, if you like two-door cars like this is part of the Traction fleet, this is a race car, experience car here. Correct. Why then the four-door?
So the four-door we'll be using for special occasions. Number one, the Killarney Motor Show that's coming up. We're doing the drift experiences where we can put more passengers in the car. And the same applies for the track. When we're doing track experiences, we can add more people into the car. So it has its benefits at the end of the day of being a four-door car.
Yeah, and those extra seats at the back, even if there's someone, one passenger extra at the back, you don't feel it that much. It's got over 300 kilowatts.
Yeah, you've got experience for that in the last Clubman's track day where you took more than one person in the car, and I'm sure you couldn't feel a difference even though there was more weight in the car, you didn't feel much of a difference.
In fact, I'm going to cut to some drift footage now of me on that day enjoying that car. I've never driven one of these types of cars before.
Never?
I've never driven this car before, so I'm not quite sure what to expect.
So I'm trusting you with my life.
Literally.
That's great!
So,
how do you do this? Oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever!
Still disappointed that you came back with more tires. There should have been no tire
We
left.
can try and fix that today. So BMW went from a 6-cylinder to a V8. A lot of people are saying that the V8, remember when it came out, people
Yes.
were saying the V8 was too heavy,
Yep.
it's too front heavy, and it kind of is, but the balance of the car just balances out.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken it around the track, and you particularly have taken it probably more than me around the track before, and you are very critical about these things. So
Yeah.
if there was an issue, a balance issue, you'd have come to me and said, there's a piece of, you know.
It's not.
But it's not. It's a well-balanced car. It's a daily car. It's a track car. It's a drift car. Anything that you want to do with it, it will do.
Oh man, we're gonna make prices of these cars go up now. So what else does Traction offer as a company?
So we offer the track experiences, and then we offer the drift experiences. So that is twofold. So one is the self-drive drift experience in our 350Zs, and then the second part is passenger rides for kiddies' birthday parties.
I love that.
Bachelor parties, corporate events, all types of events we cater for, and those are with our four-door cars that we do that on the skid pan mainly.
Nice. Okay, so that's enough talk and history lessons, etc. Now it's time to go drive the BMW M3 V8. Join me again in the next segment as I go out on a very wet Killarney raceway and see what the M3 V8 is like.
Coming up after the break, Mike conquers his fear of claustrophobia with part 2 of the F1 Powerboat action. All Things Motoring is owned and brought to you by ChangeCars, South Africa's trusted online platform. Trusted because with ChangeCars, fly-by-night dealers are not welcome.
When you hear the term father and son, who doesn't melt? Some fathers play golf with their kids, tennis, croquet, backgammon, then you get the real deal. Formula One powerboating. Mike, Nico, you guys are a team. Share with us what it's like being out on the water.
It's really cool to be able to do it with my dad. He taught me how to work on the engines, and then now I end up working on his boat. So I prepped my boat, prepped his boat, and so yeah, last race I won. And the last race he had a bit of difficulty running different electrics, but now we're running different style electrics.
Right.
So maintaining an engine like this, what goes into it?
You have to make sure it's dialed in all the time.
Right.
The motors as well, you have to do compression check and strip the motors. Every race, every second race at least, to make sure it stays together.
So now it seems like the scene is strong. You want to get into powerboat racing. What are you looking at for a season, just more or less?
This is quite expensive, but we, like Keegan was using a cast iron 2.5, which is much cheaper, which is the same 2.5 EFRs that you basically get in your normal runabouts.
Right.
And we are looking at doing a class with that. And we got a Formula One two-seater as well, one of the only 10 in the world. And then, so we tried the normal bullet gearboxes that we use on the hard bottom mod VP classes, and we about 6 kilos off the top end there it'll bring the sport a lot cheaper for the guys.
Yeah, at a quarter of the price.
At a quarter of the price.
And that is the key. You want to get guys into the sport.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, in South Africa today, roughly, how many people would be involved in powerboating, would you imagine?
In our championship, there's about 10 guys.
Right.
Just the Santa Helena race at the coast, some guys had two boats flipped there. So the guys are out, yeah, it's very expensive because once they go in salt water, the electrics fry, the salt water eats everything. So yeah, so we're just out a few guys. So this is the last race of the season.
So Ernest, you saw 2 boats flip at St. Helena. I only saw 1 today. Gentlemen, it's been incredible speaking to you. Father and son team, you deserve the very best.
Thank you.
And we're never too old. Is that what you're saying to me?
Never.
I've still got a chance.
Of course. You're still young.
Thanks. When it comes to motorsport, Formula One is the absolute pinnacle. Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, we know the names. When it comes to water sport, Formula One is again prevalent. Formula One powerboating, Dylan, this is what is behind us. You've got to share with the audience, what is Formula One powerboating in South Africa?
Formula One powerboating in South Africa is growing, is what I'd say. But
Beautiful.
It's fun, it's exciting, it's an adrenaline rush, and there's just nothing else like it. You can get into Formula One powerboating, your kids can get into junior powerboat racing.
Did you say I can?
If you wanted to, yeah, I'm sure, why not?
The reason I can't is I'm scared. I'm very, very open. I'll share with you my fear of claustrophobia in just a moment. But on a serious note, it's affordable if you've got relative means.
You know, it's just, F1 is expensive, but if you do go to hard bottoms, rubber ducks, juniors, Formula 30s, there are a lot cheaper options to race.
Now, this incredible vessel behind us, share with us a little bit about it, the engine, the kind of speeds you're getting, the Gs you're pulling.
So this is a 2-litre V6 we're running, so we're running the baby motors at the moment. 2-litre V6 two-stroke.
Normally aspirated, they're not
Normally
supercharged or turbocharged?
Normally aspirated.
Right.
The other guys are running 2.5 V6 as well, so they're making a lot more power and a lot more torque than us. But yeah, you're still making a good 320 horses here. It's,
Now, watching you out there, you had a good qualifying session. You're in the top 5?
Yeah, I qualified 5th. So practice was a bit of a heavy run, but yeah, we got qualifying, we literally got in the boat and...
Is practice ever not hairy in something like this?
No, practice generally is the calm one, but when you have an issue like steering coming loose, it's very scary.
So now safety is always key out there. And again, without being rude, what can go wrong? Can a steering linkage come loose? Can a throttle cable break? What can go wrong?
Yeah, these boats are finicky. It's a lot can go wrong. The shorter list is what doesn't go wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
You have pickles breaking off, you have steering breaking, you have EFRs going, there's always something that's broken or something going. They're so finicky, they're lightweight. They are racecrafts, they're not pleasure crafts.
So you're constantly prepping the vessel?
Constantly, you're always abusing it. I mean, it's a racing boat. You're never driving it nicely. You're driving it like you stole it all the time, every time. I mean, you never ever go out in the boat and try to drive it nicely because it's not built for that.
So now I got an incredible offer from Dylan. He said he'll get me out there if I want. What did you say about the trim? You'll just set it up very neutrally?
Yeah, we'll just set the boat up neutral, make sure it's not flighty, and you can go for a few laps.
Often I say I scrick for nix. I've just found what scricks me. And this is what it's about. Behind us, the boats are on the water, just doing a reconnaissance lap. You saw Dylan, the incredible interview, fine young man, qualified in 5th. That is the boat behind you. You hear the most incredible noise. Who are we rooting for, Team All Things Motoring? Dylan Moolman for the win. So I think it's fair to say we all have a phobia, something that we're scared of. Some people have a fear of heights, some people have a fear of spiders. I don't see a lot of spiders, and I don't do mountain climbing, so those are not my fears. But one fear I truly do have is claustrophobia. I'm going to get into this Formula One powerboat, and I look at it. It's such a confined space, and just looking at it, I feel claustrophobic. Well, my worst nightmare is about to come true.
Mike was all strapped in and ready to go. However, the water guards had other plans, and the boat would unfortunately not start. But rest assured, this won't be the last time Mike attempts this incredible feat.
So guys, we came close, meant to be, next time it will happen. They say in life, all good things come to those who wait. Dylan Moolman, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the trust. Next time it will be. So this is how it would have been. Strapped in, got my life jacket on, got the oxygen between my legs, nice and snug, I must say. I really was looking forward to this. Sunrise to sunset. My colleague Jason got here at sunrise. All the incredible footage that you see is thanks to Jason. Sunset behind me. If I look a little bit wet, I don't know if it's sweat, and it really might well be, or the wet life jacket. I got in the boat to end the day, a powerboat. Unfortunately, it didn't start, but sometime things are meant to be. But what was the day about? Rhinefield Dam in Benoni, what an incredible facility. Seeing the competitors, the camaraderie between the competitors is absolutely standout. The warmth towards myself, Dylan Moorman, a thank you for the 4th, 5th and 6th time. You deserve it. Will I be back? I will be back. Why? Because I'm going to go in a Formula 1 powerboat. You saw the GoPro footage of me ready to go out. It wouldn't start. Some people say it was meant to be. I say on our van next time. Hope you enjoyed.
Coming up after the break, Ernest finishes his time with some slides with the BMW M3 V8. Did you know? Automotive sport in South Africa has a vibrant, if niche, history rooted in both recreational and competitive traditions. The sport gained momentum in the late 20th century, with figures like Peter Lindenberg emerging as national icons. Lindenberg not only dominated local powerboat racing, but also made waves internationally, winning the British Powerboat Grand Prix in 1989 and setting a world record in barefoot water ski ramp jumping in 1981. His successes helped elevate the profile of high-speed boating in South Africa, leading to the formation of organized bodies like Powerboat South Africa. Though not as mainstream as circuit racing, automotive sport has carved out a passionate following, especially in coastal regions and inland lakes where events continue to celebrate speed, skill, and aquatic adrenaline. Looking for a vehicle warranty? Look no further. ChangeCars has partnered with VAPS SA, proudly powered by King Price Insurance. ChangeCars, the brand the public trusts with good reason.
So, now let's go take the M3 V8 for a spin. Now, I was supposed to drive this car on the road, and then all of a sudden the track day was happening, and here we are. So we're gonna take this car on the track right now, and the smile that I have that will not leave my face is a real one. Okay, so let's talk about the interior of this car. You've got leather seats, you've got BMW's system over here, which was first introduced on this car, which means that you can now navigate the dials with the center console section over here. It's got big 19-inch wheels with very grippy tires, and even on this slippery track over here, it's not that bad. You can balance the car out on the throttle quite nicely. Now, I mentioned earlier on that the manual is the one that you want, and it is, because when the DCTs came out in these cars, it really wasn't that good, was it? It's not bad, but it's not good. But what is good is this manual gearbox over here. It is just slick, wonderful, measured, spaced out so nicely. And listen to the 4th to 5th gear change on the back straight over here. Listen to the spacing. Oh, so closely matched, perfect for hot laps around the Nürburgring. This M3 V8 was just recently added to the fleet, and now that the engine and drivetrain are sorted, the cosmetic bits will be attended to in the coming weeks. But for now, this car is meant to do one thing: go fast and go sideways. The pedals are perfectly spaced out for the good old-fashioned heel and toe driving. And when you put your foot flat with the traction control on, the traction kicks in quite hard, so the nannies keep you safe. So even though this car can be a bit leery, with all the aids on, it's really not that bad. Now, A 4-litre V8 is not a small engine, so fuel consumption is going to be absolutely stellar. So don't expect to be saving fuel when you buy one of these cars, but I think this is a perfect weekend warrior. It's not the car that you're going to be driving every day, and although I do know people that do daily these cars, I don't think that's a smart idea. Now, V8s have a very strange relationship with RPM. Some of them like revving a lot, and this one, I don't even know what the red line of this car is. It does go up until 8 before it goes orange here, and I suspect that this car can rev till there, but even when I'm on the track or even when I'm drifting, there's so much torque, I don't really rev it that high. But let's take it to about 6.5 and hear what it sounds like, okay? Here we go. 6.5, 7. That's as high as I dare. Whew. Oh, that 5th gear change is just wonderful. So what are the problems to look out for with these cars? We've all heard about the bearing issues on these cars. And by bearings, I'm not talking wheel bearings, I'm talking engine bearings. And these cars are known for having issues with oil starvation to those bearings. And if you do buy one of these cars, make sure that you get that checked out by a professional and that the bearings were already done by around the 100,000 kilometer mark, because if it wasn't done, then you are in for a very expensive repair bill. Now, this car was done. That's why we can take it around the track, but most people won't recommend taking an M3 V8 around the circuit simply because the engines have a reputation for going bang. Usually, that happens when there's not enough preventative maintenance. In the case of this car, there was plenty preventative maintenance. So now that we know what the M3 is like on the track at a sedate-ish speed, I think it's time we end this segment off with a little bit of fun. Let's go. While filming the 4-door M3, one of our local heroes made an appearance in this stunning M3 V8 coupe.
We at All Things Motoring appreciate your support and interaction. And if you'd like to show some love to the show, head over to our website and click on the Fans of the Show tab. We would love to hear from you. Here is the screen top tip of the week. Park strategically. Under a tree might seem nice until birds start using your car as their personal canvas. Before you buy a second-hand car, screen it. It's what smart people do. Coming up next week on our season finale, Mike attends the Africa Rally 2025, and Ernest goes drifting with a twist. This is a show with epic overland journeys and drifting on a whole new scale.
What goes into maintaining... Sorry, no, take...
Of course, there's the E30, which we never got, but as...
So, maintaining... Gee, what the... I was very consistent with my lap times. Did you notice, guys?
Another day...
All Things Motoring is proud to be the official sponsor of Cars in the Park 2025, brought to you by POMC. Cars in the Park, an annual favorite held since 1980, is, without a doubt, the biggest event of this nature in the country. More than 2,500 vintage and classic vehicles are on display by more than 100 clubs and private individuals. Following on the incredible success of 2024, we believe that Cars in the Park 2025 will be even bigger. We invite you to be a part of this incredible event. Applications for stalls in the market and at the track are now open. Need any motoring advice from where or what to buy or where to sell? Visit the All Things Motoring website and click on the Advice tab to ask Mikey. All Things Motoring is brought to you by SA's most trusted online vehicle platform, ChangeCars. Our name says it all. There is no safer online vehicle platform. That's not an opinion, that's a fact.